Hey folks, welcome to the jungle. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about one of the goals of this channel in the first place was to share some ideas with you about how to do gardening on a tight budget. So I've got several things I want to share with you today. First of all, I'm filming here from the front porch. If you saw the introductory video, you saw the various states of disrepair this porch has been over the last couple of years. And I want you to know I'm proud to say that I've got just about 98% of the floor down. There's one spot here that's got a temporary support where there's no floor, but it's a couple of square feet, so it's no big deal. It's going to get finished up hopefully this week. I've just come out of 2 weeks of band camp at Madisonville North Hopkins High School, so my time has been very limited between that and my full-time gig at church. Now here are some good sources for either free or low-cost plants. And I'm going to start with plant swaps and sales. Local garden clubs and organizations like that often have plant swaps or sales, and you can pick up plants free or at low cost from other gardeners. I know, for example, our local county extension master gardeners, of which I'm a part, we have a swap in the fall and also in the spring, and we swap seeds as well as plants. So that's a good place to pick things up. Discount racks at big box stores and nursery centers can also be a good find. You need to be picky when you're going through these. You'll likely have to wait a year or so before a plant might look good, but you always want to check the roots to make sure the roots are in good shape before you roll out of there for a half-price plant. Social media and other online outlets, marketplace, Facebook marketplace and other social media spots, free cycle sharing sites, freecycle.com I believe. There's all kinds of things there, more than plants, but you'll have to dig around in there and you might find some good deals there. One of my best sources are friends who garden. Friends of mine that have gardens most gardeners are glad to share the surplus of what they have in their gardens. Because most perennials and plants, bulb plants, will need thinning or dividing eventually every few years. And like I say, gardeners are always glad to share, and it helps them, helps you, and helps spread the benefits of the hobby. You can divide your own perennials and bulbs. There's lots of information online that you can find there. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail there, but that's a great source. I struggled whether or not to share this, but I've been known to stop along country roads here in the county and dig up things that are on the right-of-way. I'd never go on to private property, especially if there are no trespassing signs around. It's a good way to get yourself in trouble. But if there's something on the side of the road I see that's either going to get mowed over or something like that, I may just dig it up and bring it home. Another great way to get inexpensive plants is to grow your own from seed in starting trays or direct sowing. You need to check your growing zone limits and when temperatures are going to be right for that. If you're starting them in your home, inside or in a greenhouse that's climate controlled, that makes it much easier. I do it here with a plastic shelf and a couple of grow lights and a fan. I grow them in trays that you water from beneath. There's a lot of details in that you need to read about. And I'm going to tell you, if you're interested in growing things from seed, you need to check out Jim Putnam's site on horttube.com. I've watched a ton of his stuff and learned so much from him. He's in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he's a great resource for just common sense gardening. This past winter, I started my seeds middle to late March, depending on what the germination schedule was. And I actually did use some old seed, and most of them germinated. Tomatoes, peppers, okra, squash, cucumbers, lima beans, lima beans were directly sown in the ground. But I use a couple of simple seed starting trays that have the pockets. Use your seed starting soil that you can either purchase in garden centers, or you can make your own. There are lots of places out there online on YouTube to get that information. But the thing to remember is you want to water those seedlings and those seeds from below. You want the water to wick up through the pot and to the roots, because there are fungi that will attack those seedlings and kill them if you're not careful. So do not water from the top, water from the bottom. And one more thing, be sure that if there's a yard sale, at least slow down and take a look and see if you can find some garden tools in these sales. I've picked up a lot of good quality tools for nearly nothing, it's a fraction of what they might cost in the store. And if they're in good shape, get them and clean them up. You can save a lot of money doing that. Well, that's about it for today. If you've got questions about anything I've mentioned today, be sure to put those in the comments, and I will do my dead level best to get back to every comment that's made in a reasonable amount of time. So for now, this is Bill Thomas in the Honeysuckle Urban Jungle, wishing you a great day in the yard.